we need to start finding ways to get fathers back in the home.
Come on, man. You know, it's wild if you even speak on this because we just recently here at the House of Prayer in Montpelier, Ohio, just started doing this book called The Blueprint from Pastor Claude Revere, a good friend of mine over in Ypsilanti, Michigan, has Restored Church. I'm sure I want to say somewhere in John 15. And we just started this, and it has a lot to do about the fatherlessness, man. And that's why, that this world is in a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
You know, where are the men standing, taking their, place in the home and, leading their sons and giving them their identity, because it was the man that gives the identity, and that's going all the way back to the garden.
Yeah.
God gave Adam the responsibility to name. Bro, listen, then it gets, check this out. So, how he said, in the desert, the enemy gave a key. He said to Jesus when he was tempted for 40 days, 4 nights, when he came to him, he said, if you're the Son of God, what did he do? He went right straight for his identity.
Yeah. Wow.
If I can get him to question, if you were a Christian, you wouldn't be speaking like this.
Man.
If you were a Christian, you wouldn't be acting like this. If you were, you still hear it from today.
Yeah.
And then Jesus says to his disciples, he says, who do men say that I am? Then after that, after they gave him, the question of, well, some say you're a prophet, some say you're, such and such, and Elijah. And then he says to them, because you guys been with me, who do you say that I am? And Peter pipes up, man, and says, you're Christ, the Son of the living God. He
Amen.
says, correct, Simon Bar-Jonah, because it wasn't Peter yet. He said, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, but my Father in heaven revealed this to you.
Yeah. Amen.
He says, now, in other words, now that you got a revelation of who I am, let me now tell you who you are. And he changes his name from Simon Bar-Jonah to Peter.
Amen.
Gives him his new identity, man. And